Button is hit.
Okay. Alright. Starting up this third sidebar for tonight in 3, 2, 1. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to TGSR Sidebar, where Yuya finally actually gets to do something.
Finally.
Yep. So yeah. Picking up where we last left off with episode 79, The Enlightenment Paladin. So, Yuya's gotten the shit kicked out of him by Shinji for now. Sora tells him, yo, everything's okay, focus on the duel. Yuya proceeds to try to win, and Shinji pulls out his bullshit monster. What was its name? Where is it in here? Needle the Stinger? Is that it? No, that's not it. God damn it.
Azursa the Spirit Bow?
Nope, not that one.
Not that one?
No, it's, shit. It's not Big Ballista. That was something else he pulled. That was something he pulled out previously. Not Dart. Hama! The Evil Crushing Bow.
Yeah.
It was Hama. He pulled out Hama, which is bullshit, and it's fucking in what, B formation? Also bullshit. So yeah, essentially, what this duel came down to Yuya pulling Monster and since this is not, doesn't have anything to do with rules and bullshit, you can actually use that card, except all of his options are terrible. Including Tuning Magician, who he tried to use earlier, and it didn't work. Because Tuning Mission's effect essentially goes, I'm going to heal you for 400 and have me take 400 damage. Yeah, that's not helpful.
Not in the least bit.
Nope. But yeah. We do get this, but we do get a cool sequence where Yuya essentially like thinks about like what are his options, and he sees all the monsters that are in the graveyard that he could pull with this card. And Tuning Magician kind of acts on its own and goes, "Hey Yuya, pull me! Dude, pull me! I have the victory! I know what can save us!" And we essentially get the hints towards Enlightenment Paladin. And Yuya realizes like the path forward, and kind of like how Yugo does his when he was dueling Sawatari, which, by the way, is also a reference to Yuya, because Yusei, because Yusei essentially thought that way as well, with all those multiple paths with all these cards and shit. Yeah, like I said, Yusei's fucking a dueling genius. Like, that's how his mind operates during a duel. He's thinking of all the possibilities. But yeah, essentially, Yuya pulls out Time Sword, pulls out Silver Claw, pulls out Tuning Magician, and goes, I'm gonna Synchro Summon out of fucking nowhere. Which surprises everyone. And it's like, I'm gonna pull out Enlightenment Paladin, a powered up, essentially, Time Gazer. And go, I can reverse time and pull a card out of nowhere. Which it turns out to be Gap Power, which you used earlier, which essentially goes, oh, the gap between our life points and our life points, I'm gonna have that and add that to my monster. So that powers up Enlightenment Paladin, destroys Hama, and then he blows up Shinji with the remaining, blows up Shinji's remaining life points with Hama itself, and goes, yay, I win, I got better shit to deal with than you right now, so fuck off, Shinji. Because Shinji is also like, you're fucking working with the tops, you shithole. Fuck you. And it's like, no, Shinji, fuck off. You're an asshole. Fuck you. I don't like Shinji. He's kind of a dick.
I can tell.
Yeah. But what do you think of Shinji? I'm curious if I'm alone in my, like, alright, Shinji, you're an asshole. Stop it.
He's very narrow-minded.
Yeah.
Very narrow-minded. And it's kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, We get to move on to episode 80, where Yuya essentially gets to go free because Jean allows him to run into Sora, and they have a sit-down conversation for an entire episode. And we kind of found out what Sora's thinking and why he's here. He's essentially here to get Selena. But he saved Yuzu because he at least respects the friendship he has with Yuya and Yuzu, because he doesn't really have friends. Because in Academia, it's literally a shithole. It's literally a shithole. It's literally the worst. But Yuya honestly counters him very smartly. When Sora's like, I'm not going to give Yuzu over to Academia, but I will take in Selena to this hellhole. And he literally uses the words hellhole, but not literally hellhole, but describes Academia as a hellhole. And Yuya's like, you'll fucking damn Selena to this? What the fuck? Really?
But I love Sora's reasoning. It's like, well, she was from there to begin with.
But I also love how Sora is just thinking like, well, if I bring Selena, maybe I can bargain with the professor to like prevent Yuzu from being pulled into this. And it's like, and Yuya's like, do you really think he's gonna buy that? Do you really think he's gonna go with this? Considering he's already kidnapped 2 other people for this plan that look like her, and you're just giving the 3rd one over to him? You think that's gonna win him over? I just love this back and forth conversation these two have, where Yuya just points out to Sora like, look, you may be loyal, but what you're trying to do is not going to work. It literally won't work. And yeah, but Jean has security shadowing Yuya the entire time to try to capture Sora so he can get Yuzu. And it doesn't work because Yuya takes a shot for Sora, and Sora gets away because, yeah, he's kind of a trained soldier. He's not going to get captured that easily. Also, we have a weird animation error when they flash back to Sora leaving Standard from after his duel with Yuya. For a split second, Yuya is in his synchro attire, like in his D-wheeling attire. For some reason, even though that shouldn't be a problem because it was the exact same animation as before. I don't know if someone slipped up somewhere and putting it back in.
Very possible.
So yeah, and I forgot to name episode 80, Reunion that trans. I think I forgot to name the last episode from the last patch as well.
Whoops.
Storm of Revolution. Because I've been naming every episode for this. Sorry. Anyway, I believe we end the episode by going, yeah, Shun and Crow are dueling next time. Oh, goody. Now, for those wondering, I might as well mention this now. Because the stadium got fucked up, they're essentially using the normal dueling highway to duel upon. So they're kind of more out in the open, but they kind of can't get away because the D wheels are on autopilot, except for Yugo's, which he can switch off the autopilot, which is actually a smart thing, especially considering his duel.
Which, to be fair, we don't really know that until after the fact.
Yeah. So anyway, getting to 81, our respective battlefields, Shun's being an asshole for some reason, and being very accusatory of people being from Academia. I don't know if running into Dennis and having all that shit happen has made him supremely paranoid for no reason, or if he's just being stupidly aggressive to be stupidly aggressive. But him and Crow are not on good terms to start this duel. It takes something kind of dumb happening in order for them to be on good terms.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shun and Crow essentially have a big old cockfight because they both have bird decks, and they're summoning all the birds to fight with all the birds. And I think It's not this episode, it's the next episode. Crow shows off this special summoning method that he has developed, which is a nice, I guess, callback to Yusei and Jack with their special summoning methods, and Crow now has his, even though it's not that effective, kind of. Yeah, it's 82 because I see it right here. In 82, the Ultimate Falcon versus the Black Feathered Thunder. Crow not only does his Phantom Synchro, which he just synchro summons a monster from the graveyard instead of the extra deck using a special Falcon card. Or not a Falcon card, or a Black Feather card. That's the word I'm looking for. He also shows off his super special ace alongside Shun, showing off his final Exceeds monster, essentially, I believe. Or no, his next to last Exceeds monster, I think, because it's a rank 10. I have to think he's got a rank 12 waiting in the wings for when he really needs to fuck somebody up.
Probably.
But yeah, essentially what happens to make these two just be on good terms and be feather bros, as I believe the internet has called them, is one of the kids in a overpass over where they're dueling ends up on the back of one of Crow's monsters and falls off, only for Shun to catch him using, I don't remember which Falcon it was. I think it's one of the Falcons he's used before. It wasn't Satellite. Yeah, it was Revolution.
Yeah.
He caught it on the back of Revolution. By the way, Yuzu's with the kids because she woke up and wasn't dead and ran into the kids, and she's watching the duel with the kids. That'll be a plot point later.
Yeah, because she's being watched.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, because of Shun saving a kid, him and Crow kind of understand each other a little bit better. We find out Shun was kind of an entertainer back before all the shit happened in the Exceeds dimension. I guess. It's hard to see Shun as an entertainer, but okay. I'll buy it.
Kind of with you on that one.
So yeah, Shun pulls out Ultimate Falcon with some more rank up bullshit. And then Crow pulls out a level 12, assumingly his stand-in for his true ultimate ace, Assault Blackwing, or I think, is it Assault? Yeah, Assault Blackfeather, Onamaru the Divine Swell, which looks like it incorporates a little bit of Blackfeather Dragon in him, I would say. And his original ace, Armor Master. I was just on it. Why did I pull that back up? Why did I click off of it? Yeah,
it sounded like a good idea.
Yep. The orange and black wings. It's actually a reference to Armor Master, I think. His original ace from back in 5Ds.
Huh.
Which he doesn't have. Nor does he have any of his original Blackfeather Synchro monsters for some reason, including Blackfeather Dragon. Which seems odd, but in this revisionist timeline it might make sense. Because it should be in his D-Wheel, locked away until some bullshit happens where you can get it. I don't remember the episode clearly, so I don't remember the exact circumstances. But yeah, Crows blows out his true big ace, and Shun loses in accepting fashion. And they are Feather Bros as they do a bro fist to each other in the air. And Shun walks off to go to the underground to be like, yo, I'm just gonna hang out here until you people need me. Just like everyone else there. And we end off on a 3, the bond between teacher and disciple, where the kids and Yuzu on the run from the cops run into Sora, and Yuzu and Sora beat the shit out of security because Sora's like, hey, here's my old dual disc, use it with your deck, and they beat the shit out of him. And then Tsuchikage shows up, nearly wants to kill Sora because of what happened to his brother, And Yuzu kind of stands up for him, and Tsuyage's like, fine, I'll leave you alone. Because Sora's really accepting of like, hey, do you want to take my head off? Go ahead, do it. I'm trying to make up for the shit I've done. Essentially, Tsukusage takes the four of them to the underground for safety, because if they're there, no one will attempt to capture them or kill them, hopefully. And Sora is left above ground to do whatever the fuck Sora does when he's not needed this arc. Yeah, that's pretty much how this episode goes. It's very much for once in a long time, a Yuzu-focused episode. As I don't think Yuya really makes an appearance this episode.
I don't think he does, actually.
Yeah. So yeah, now Yuzu's safely hid away. Selena's still in the tournament, and everything's fine. Yeah.
For now.
Yep. So yeah, any thoughts on these last 5 episodes?
Not really. Besides the fact that that card that Sora has just its biggest screw everyone that there is.
Oh, what, the dance card, or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I have to think that was a one-off card, because...
I would hope so. Otherwise, the rest of the Lancers could just sit down right now. Because Yu is the only one that has a card that could combat something of that dicketry. So yeah, Sora's working his way to be a Lancer and be a part of the group. Because I think what it is, if you're a Lancer, you come into a duel and take that penalty, I think. Because every one of the Lancers have taken the penalty, I think. I don't think Shun's taken the penalty. I don't think. Oh well. It was a weird thing I noticed on time where someone brought up. It's like, all the Lancers have taken the take the intrusion penalty. Which is a dumb thing to have for the good guys to combat with, but whatever. Yeah, but I mean, they have to combat with it, so... That's good, right? Not
anyway. In the next 5-episode batch, it's going to be Yugo versus Selena. And a 2-episode duel that once more Yuya will be doing some synchronizing with, because Yu's also going to get brought into security for questioning about where the fuck Yuzu's been, because, yeah, Jean not happy. Good. I like it when John's not happy. Spoilers, Academy is showing up, and things go bad. Because, yeah, episodes 87 and 88, John, I'm gonna say this, just like I said when I was watching the episode. You don't know the shit you be fucking with. You fucking with shit that will blow up your perfect little kingdom. Till next time, folks.